Hey, I just watched Ghostbusters, man. I watched the notorious Ghostbusters remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it, that happened, and it's out, it's in the world, after all the comment sections and all the hate and all the feminism and all the this and that and the other. The movie exists, it's been made, it's been released. I got to watch it. These are my thoughts. Now, the theme it starts off very familiar territory. Haunted house, all of that. We find this professor at Yale or Princeton or some. No, it's in New York, so it's that university that Spider-Man went to, I guess, whatever you call that. Um, and she's contacted by somebody. Hey, there's this haunted house, and I found out about you because of this book that you wrote 10 years ago. She's like, oh, this book. So she contacts her friend who published the book. Like, please stop publishing this book. And then through that, they get into paranormal investigations again, and they realize that there's something afoot. Somebody is manipulating paranormal activity and kind of accentuating it to the point where the veil, the void between worlds, is becoming thinner and thinner, and ghosts and spirits and angry demons are going to come flying through. That's effectively it. Now, anything beyond that will be kind of spoilerific, but it's almost not spoilerific. You've seen Ghostbusters, you know what's afoot here. So, yeah, it you know it's going to be a hard movie to describe. I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay. It wasn't completely laugh out loud for me. There were one or two moments I liked a lot, certainly. It's, like I said, it's very familiar territory. It's very surprising. There are a couple of people in this movie that surprised me. Like Leslie Jones' character in the trailer, she has this line where she goes, "Y'all know the science stuff, but I know New York." I'm like, "Oh, great! She's the street smart one, yay!" Like, no, what she meant by that was when she says she knows New York, she means she's a history buff. When she says she knows New York, she's referring to this building was one of the first gambling dens in New York City. She knows where shits went down. Effectively, she knows where where murders took place, and she knows the history of different spots in New York. She gets that, and that happens. That informs the movie, and I kind of appreciated that. She has more of a role to play that way. I liked it. Anyway, the cast are all fine. I mean, Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig, they know what they're doing here. Um, Melissa McCarthy is somewhat probably her least Melissa McCarthy est. Certainly a lot less than she's been in recent years, so that was refreshing. She's the engineer character. I can't remember her name now, but the Egon character effectively is less Egon, which is cool. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, Kristen Wiig is solid and dependable. She kind of fangirls over Chris Hemsworth, who that's a nice role reversal. He's playing the dumb blonde secretary, in effect, which is quite a departure for him for his roles. But it's he's able to make light of himself. It's fine. He's the new Ghostbusters. What do you want? Guy, effectively. He says the line once or twice. There are nice little Easter eggs and there are nice little references to things that happened in the original trilogy, Jesus, the original two, which is fine. But I kind of think they overused the theme. Like that Ray Parker Jr. theme is throughout this movie, like annoyingly so. It's just like, no, just even that stupid Fallout Boy Missy Elliott monstrosity they made, that plays and it didn't need to. There are one or two nice action sequences. There's one towards the end in the last act that I was like, this is, yeah, I like this. This works. I support this, man. This actually looks pretty cool. I'm on board. There are cameos from just about everybody you can think of in terms of Ghostbustering. So there's that. That one of the cameos was probably my favorite moment of the movie. I really like that. One of the cameos made me go, you can't do that. What? No, that's suicide. All the hate that this movie's had, it's all been built up, and it's all actually informed the story, because a lot of it is them battling to try and get people convinced that what they're doing is real and what they're doing is genuine and heartfelt. And you can see that because every now and then they'll go on YouTube and see comments under the videos that they upload and like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. Yeah, and there's one or two sort of man-beating moments So there's that. All in all, though, it's not a bad movie. I mean, my thoughts are I liked it. I wouldn't put it higher than the original Ghostbusters. I wouldn't put it lower than Ghostbusters 2. It's about Ghostbusters 2 level, you know. And I like Ghostbusters 2. I like the ending with Statue of Liberty. Um, Having said that, although it's weird. I mean, certain rules with the ghosts I don't understand. Like, why don't all the ghosts look like ghosts? Why do some of them look like balloons? Why do some of them look like dragons? Why? I don't understand. Is it hell they're coming from? What is this? This isn't clearly defined. Let's just go with it, I guess. Um, it's kind of, I think it's supposed to be a turn your brain off movie, but there's so much science that they're spouting. It's hard for it to justify that. It's not a bad movie at all. I mean, I liked it, but here's what I would say. If you are of the opinion that this movie is destined to fail, and you're not, and you're just, you've set out to hate this movie's not going to sway you. But if you've got a glimmer of optimism about this, if you're like, you know what, I'll see, I'll make my own mind up, the movie might surprise you. That's really the best thing I can say about this. Yeah, it's not a terrible movie. It's not a fantastic movie. It was a Ghostbusters reboot. Make of that what you will. But I would encourage people to see it. So those are my thoughts on the Ghostbusters reboot. If you like this vid, please click like, subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz. And I'll see you next time, YouTube. All the best.